First, we take this from the laser and use this one to loose the 4 screws beneath the cover of this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can take this cover out like this way and put it here. You need to prepare this one and this one. The size of this one is 10, and this one to here. Here. Oh, this is the screw we mentioned just now. You have to use this one to hold the top part. Hold it here, and use this one, the wrench, to loose it by a clockwise to loose it, and it gets separated with this. And here have the screws. And also the washer. Take all of this out and put it somewhere else to make sure later we can use it. Okay, after we lose the first part, you can focus here. Still have 1 screw. This one is used to fix the rod of the motor. So if we need to take out the rod, we have to lose these screws first. We have to lose it by a clockwise direction. So when you try to lose the screw, and just make sure your hands don't put it on the bottom plate, and make sure your safety. Okay, so the second step we have done. You can see here, the screw is separated with the rod. And so right now, the next step is focus on the electric motor. What we need to do. First, you can see here have 4 screws to fix the position of the electric motor. So what we need to do right now is just to unscrew of these 4 screws. Here, 1, 2, and another part too. Okay. We can use this wrench at the another side. The size is 17. Use this one to try to lose the nuts first and so we can quickly to lose it. After we lose the 4 screws beneath, so right now what we need to do is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and use this one. We use these tools to unscrew it easily. And if you feel it is very tight, you can use this wrench to do like this to loosen it first, and then it will be easy to get it out. After you lose these 4 screws, you can take the electric motor out from the base seat. We can take this first and take it out. Take it out like this way. Okay, so after the things we've done just now, what we need to do in the next step is first use a scissor to take all the belt out. So you can take these electric motor wires out, and you will find here have 5 wires, and no matter what color of the wire it is, you just make sure where it goes, like this one, like these two. These two, one is black and one is yellow. It comes from the electric motor, and we still have another 3 wires goes to different place, like here and here, and you can try here, and also this one. So when you try to replace one new electric motor, you have to cut it from the middle. So when you change a new electric motor, you will have enough space to connect the new wires to the old ones. Okay, so right now we suppose this one is a new electric motor, and what we need to do is to make this electric rod to be lower, like to make it at the same level to the electric motor top place. What we need to prepare one of these tools and lose this part, and also we can use this at the very beginning, so it will be easy to take it out, and also this one. So just now we have used the tool to lose all of these 4 screws, and after that we can take this out, like this one. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, then this one, it can be separate, like this. And when you are trying to change electric motor, because all of this wire will be cut it, as I said just now, because this one is our electric motor of this machine, so we didn't cut it. We just tell you how to do. Like this, it is separately, and this one. So we can push the rod to a lower place. I suggest it come with a little higher, like around 2 centimeter or 1 centimeter higher than the electric motor. Anyway, it will be better for your next step. Back. Okay, yes. 但是你要注意这朝向啊。也是这样的。Because on the rod we have 2 ends. One end is without a hole, another one is with the hole. Okay. After this, we can put the electric motor back to the original place. After you put the electric motor back, we have to also screw this back. Just make sure this one with less part, it is belong to this one. You have to put it back, and then screw in. After you screw the 4 screws to fix the electric motor to the base, don't forget of this nut. You screw it at the outside and use the wrench to make it tight. So after we put the electric motor back to the original place, so the next step is to make sure all the wires goes to the correct position. Like the first 2, like this one, the yellow and the black, the thin yellow and the black goes to the end of this one, the terminal. Insert it back. make sure it is locked tightly. And a part of these 2 wires, we still have another 3 wires need to connect, because before we have already cut it from the middle. So what we need to do is to connect the 2 ends and use a black tape to protect it. Okay, and after all of this, we put the wires back and use this kind of the belt. Use this kind of the belt to tight all the wires, to make sure all the wires going correctly. Put it like this. Put it back. And then what we need to do is to screw this one, because this part is still separately. Okay, the next step is to fix this screw back to the original place. Because as I mentioned before, in the bottom of the rod, they have 1 hole. The hole is used to screw with these nuts. So when you put the rod back to the original place, you can fix this screw by a anti-clockwise like this type to screw it back. After you make it several screws, you can use this tool to screw it back. It will be much easier. Okay, so the last step is this one. We have to assemble it back to the original place. You may need someone to help you to hold this part, so you can put this screw back to the rod. Yes. Okay, one more. Okay. Now after you make all of this back to the original place, you can turn on the power and press the stop button, the quick release button, and the heating plate will rise up, and after it erect to the higher position, it will stop, and then you can turn off the machine and screw the four. You can put the 4 screws back to the original place to make this back